For decades, the 7 lakh price bracket in India served as a hard boundary, usually limiting buyers to vehicles defined by compromise. Navigating this segment previously meant choosing between basic features and entry-level safety, with very little overlap between the two. The September 2025 GST 2.0 policy cut tax on small cars from 28% to a flat 18%, reducing showroom prices by up to 1.3 lakh rupees. This pulled higher-tier micro-SUVs like the Tata Punch and Hyundai Exter directly into the sub-7 lakh category. In this newly saturated market, the buyer's primary task is identifying which specific engineering profile aligns with their daily driving reality. Premium hatchbacks remain the benchmark for buyers who prioritize interior cabin volume and low daily running costs above all else. The Maruti Suzuki Baleno offers the largest cabin in this price range, paired with a suspension tuned to isolate passengers from the vibration of broken city roads. Drivers seeking more engagement often gravitate toward the Maruti Suzuki Swift, which utilizes a new Z-Series 3-cylinder engine to provide better agility in heavy traffic. This comparison illustrates the fuel efficiency standard of the class. While a standard baseline sits at 15 kilometers per liter, the Swift and Baleno exceed 20, while the Celerio reaches an ARI claimed 26. Committing to a hatchback requires a buyer to value high fuel economics and rear seat comfort over the physical road presence of an SUV. That demand for road presence created the micro-SUV, a category designed to challenge the traditional hatchback's dominance. This diagram measures the defining metric of the shift, ground clearance. Micro-SUVs provide an underbody gap of 187 to 211 millimeters, significantly higher than a standard hatchback. The Tata Punch anchors this category, using its structural rigidity and high clearance to navigate potholes that would bottom out a lower vehicle. The Nissan Magnite provides an alternative for those seeking maximum dimensions, offering the longest wheelbase and the widest cabin possible within this budget. Choosing a micro-SUV involves a calculated trade, accepting slightly lower fuel efficiency in exchange for elevated visibility and better navigation of degraded infrastructure. Beyond just the features, modern families are increasingly focusing on how a vehicle's internal geometry absorbs a high-velocity impact. Following the 2025 industry standards, 6 airbags are now a baseline expectation across most entry-level variants. Objective safety data now comes from Bharat NCAP and Global NCAP, providing the only verified metrics for vehicle survivability. This logic diagram shows why a high airbag count cannot compensate for a weak underlying chassis. Without structural integrity, active safety features provide a diminished level of protection in a collision. The Tata Punch and Nissan Magnite serve as the benchmarks here, both maintaining verified 5-star crash ratings. When occupant survivability is the non-negotiable priority, the available data narrows the market to a very specific set of vehicles. In the extreme congestion of major Indian cities, the physical strain of a manual clutch has made automatic transmissions a necessity. Below the 7 lakh ceiling, the industry relies exclusively on automated manual transmissions, or AMTs, to provide 2-pedal driving. This schematic reveals the mechanical core of an AMT, a manual gearbox where a robotic actuator replaces the driver to engage the clutch. During a shift, a brief power interruption results in a head knot sensation as momentum drops. The Maruti Celerio AMT currently offers the most refined version of this technology, providing smoother low-speed shifts and class-leading fuel economy. Paying the 50,000 rupee premium for an AMT involves trading high-speed refinement for physical relief during the daily gridlock. Finding the absolute right car requires locking all of these different engineering profiles into a final, definitive decision matrix. Buyers must first account for the fact that ex-showroom prices exclude a 12 to 18% overhead for registration, insurance, and road taxes. For the family that requires the largest possible cabin and high mileage, the Maruti Baleno represents the best overall value. The Tata Punch serves the buyer whose ultimate priority is a 5-star safety structure and the ability to handle rough terrain. Drivers who need to eliminate the clutch pedal while maintaining maximum efficiency will find the Maruti Celerio AMT to be the strongest fit. Ultimately, the optimal selection under 7 lakhs is the exact point where a vehicle's engineering profile intersects with a family's non-negotiable daily needs.